anymore. All right, let's watch Is Abortion Murder Middle Ground. Fire hog talk about guns.
I got a message.
I've already seen this. This is old.
Forward. If you disagree, stay put. Nobody likes abortions.
The fuck? Who's like, nah, I love abortions, dude? What? That's crazy. Wait, who the fuck's like, dude, I love aboribos, dude. I love doing them. I love giving it to them. I love giving it to people. I love sharing the beauty of abortions with others. Like,
I don't think anyone likes it. I think they use it, and they might use it incorrectly from my perspective, but I don't think anyone likes an abortion. Like, they're not like jumping for joy for it.
I think it is a very physically taxing process to go through, and I don't think anyone would want to intentionally have an abortion. I think those who get an abortion, most of the time, it's because they need to.
It's a harmful narrative on both sides of the conversation to say that, you know, women celebrate abortion. I think it creates a prejudice around women who do get abortions. And I don't think that it's good to kind of minimize the decision of abortion from either side, from either perspective, so.
Can the disagreeer step forward?
I think if you asked me this question maybe several years ago, I would have said nobody likes abortion. But I think in today's climate, it is much more celebrated. As a pro-life person, I've had people.
bro, she kind of looks like that actress lady who was in WandaVision. Right? You know what I'm talking about? The fucking prototype Karen, dude. The archetypical Karen. Catherine Hahn, is that her name? Catherine Hahn? Wait, let's look. Look, hold up. Yup. Come on, dude. Yes, 100%. Look at this. What the fuck?
Chat, I'm looking at you. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Don't do Catherine Hahn like that. I'm just saying they kind of look like each other. Like, you can't tell me she's not deep undercover. Catherine Hahn is a method actor.
Poop.
Many of you don't know this. But Catherine Hahn is a method actor, and she is currently studying for this role, and that's why she's at the fucking. She's taking an anti-abortion stance at this Jubilee video.
People tell me that they will dedicate their next abortion to me. Instead of helping women, they will have an abortion.
I've heard very similar responses to you. Things like, I'll donate to Planned Parenthood in your name. And there's other pages like Shout Your Abortion that.
Bro, Planned Parenthood doesn't exclusively fucking do abortions, weirdo. It's literally free or affordable reproductive health services for anyone who can't afford it otherwise. What the fuck? That's not a celebration of abortion. That's just like people being kind to strangers and I don't know, giving money to a good healthcare service. Like, there were times when I didn't have insurance or I had a lapse of coverage, and I went to Planned Parenthood to get STD tested and stuff. It was awesome.
Openly celebrates abortion rights.
Yeah, I celebrate abortion, and I think that
Oh my God, what? Okay, I was wrong. I'm like, nobody celebrates abortion. And then she's like, nah, I do actually.
Abortion rights.
Yeah, I celebrate abortion.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. Apparently there are people who fucking celebrate abortions. What the fuck?
And I think that campaigns like Shout Your Abortion aren't about like getting in your face, but women who choose to have abortions suffer a lot of stigma and trauma from people who stand outside clinics and have grotesque images and literally, damning your soul. Abortion as a medical procedure and resource is something that I do celebrate. It's a human right, and I love abortion. My name is...
What the fuck? Bro, I get what she's trying to say. But like, that's such a weird soundbite, dude. You hate to hear it, folks. That's just not a good soundbite to have, okay? It's just not a good soundbite. Oh yeah, I fucking love, I will kiss abortions in the mouth, okay?
Rocky. I use she, her pronouns. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I am very pro-abortion. I think that legislation like SB 8 opens the door and the path towards handing over our bodily autonomy to the state. I don't understand how anyone can justify using their personal beliefs to take away the rights of others.
My name's Abby. I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I'm an abolitionist of human abortion. We have to ask the question of what makes humans valuable. So because my worldview as a Christian gives me a foundation for human worth, and because I believe scientifically fetuses are human beings from the moment of conception, I am against abortion.
Biological fathers should have an equal say in abortions.
Well, I think so. I mean, it's consistency. Like, if we're defining that as a life, if it is a life, to put a kid up for adoption, both parents have to agree.
I agree. I have talked to lots of women who've had abortions, and I've talked to lots of men who are hurting. They're completely heartbroken. They would have raised the baby. They wanted to raise the baby. They begged for the life of the baby, and they obviously created the baby together, but only one of them gets to decide if their child gets to live or die.
I would like to say, from more of a honestly feminist perspective, men have responsibility as the other parent of that child. Ironically enough, a lot of the times when pro-choice people put the focus completely on the woman, they strip the man of all his parental rights and responsibilities. And I think that's why actually a lot of men who are pro-choice because they don't want to have those fatherly responsibilities that they will have once the child is born.
You left us, man. I want to know why.
There's a struggle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the controversial thing, I mean, I guess it's not controversial, but it's like, the thing is, like, the biological father is not carrying the fucking child. Okay? Like, it's just not. So, GG's, you know what I mean? It sucks. Don't get me wrong. I do think it sucks because you're partially responsible for the fetus, right? But I think you get like 30% say. You know what I mean? You get like 30%. It's not 50-50 split. Sorry. It's more like 30% split. 30 to 70. Because you're not carrying the child. It's just how it is. No say. Okay, dude, come on. Like 30%. That's not that crazy. 30% is like solid. It's not 50-50. I hate this. I'm an OBGYN and the male should have no say over the mother. No father dies from maternal sepsis. Okay, I'll concede the 25%. Okay? Father has 25, no deal. Other than that, no deal.
Chat, he was serious. Wake
Biological
up.
father has
Wake up.
25%.
Wake up.
That's it. That's as low as I'll go. The baby is half and half. Having the baby, not 50-50. Ew, this is a very gross take of you. Wait, what? That doesn't mean anything. It's still ultimately up to the woman, chatter, who is misunderstanding my point. How is that a gross take from me? What the fuck? Like, I can't even say that, like, the dude shouldn't even like try to convince their partner. Like, what the fuck? What's the practical difference between 0 and 25? 0 is like you don't have any say at all. Like, you can't even be like, hey, you know, you should I would love to have this child with you. Okay. I would love to, I would love if you would want to carry this pregnancy to term. If not, it's also okay. But like, that's my say in the matter. 0 is just like, you can't say anything. Already leftist splinter groups are being formed over if it's 20 or 30%. Yeah, I'm just saying that you should be able to at least like say anything. $20 is the lowest I will go. Guys get to make their case to women, but it's the women's ultimate decision. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. It is ultimately up to the woman. 100%. Like, I agree. But, the father should at least be like, hey, I would like to have this child. It's up to you but I would like to have this child. And if you're disagreeing with me on that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Holy shit, dude. Like, they should be able to have, bros should be able to have an opinion. It's not that, like, not the end all be all. Like, holy shit, your chat's full of essays right now? Yo, people are like, no, women shouldn't even listen to the guy. What the fuck? Ultimately, I agree. I think the women have the final say, obviously, and clearly they have the majority say. Okay. They're the ones who are carrying the pregnancy to term. Like, it just doesn't, no matter how much you can be impacted as a fucking partner in this process, like, it doesn't matter. It's not the same, right? What about the father doesn't want to raise the child and her mother wants the child? Then the mother can have the child. It's just
6 months.
Yeah, it's a 25-75 split. Okay, 25-75 split. But if, the mother wants to have the child, then she's going to have the child.
I'm mad conflicted about this because I strongly feel like
Holy fuck, dude, I can't believe you have to tell chatters that you should, at the bare minimum, inform your partner that you're having an abortion. Yeah, no, chatters are like, absolutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. No. 25%. Come on. 25%. You guys are being crazy. Doesn't matter. Twitch chat's never fucking anyway, so. Probably the same chatters that think 150K can get you set for generations. Yes. Does a lesbian mother who isn't carrying have zero say? No, of course a lesbian mother who's not carrying still has a say. What the fuck? Also, they already had the say. If it's a lesbian partnership, I guess unless it's like literally a trans woman who's pre-op and like hasn't undergone what is it called again? What do they say on trans TikTok? Like hasn't gotten off the fucking HRT so they can they still have juice. What do they say? No, not bottom surgery. What's the fucking gross way that trans TikTokers refer to? God damn it. You know what I'm talking about. What do they call it? Trap juice or something? It's just, oh my God, I should never have said it even. Anyway. Oh God, trans TikTok is insane. Okay. If someone bearing like that very unique circumstance, okay, of a trans woman who is pre-op and is not on HRT, okay.
Unbanned.
In most instances, if it's a lesbian partnership with two assigned female at birth women, they've already had the say. You know what I mean? We've derailed. I know. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was describing how would two lesbians accidentally have a kid and need an abortion. I literally gave you. Oh no. Chatters be like, don't worry about it, okay? Don't. Is the juice cum? Yes. The forbidden juice? Oh God. No, no, no. No. Don't do that. Okay, we're done. We're done. I hear. What's the funny thing you want me to say? See?
Women who've had abortions, and I've talked to lots of men who are hurting. They're completely heartbroken. They would have raised the baby. They wanted to raise the baby. They begged for the life of the baby, and they obviously created the baby together.
Did he just get
only
up?
One of them gets to decide.
Yo, why is he? Why? Why did he just get up?
If their child gets to live or die.
I would like to say, from more of an honestly feminist perspective, men have responsibility as the other parent of that child. Ironically enough, a lot of the times when pro-choice people put the focus completely on the woman, they strip the man of all his parental rights and responsibilities.
I love that, dude. Feminism is when you're anti-abortion and think the men has equal say in what a woman can do with her body. So what, feminism is literally completely robbing women of their bodily autonomy? Is that what feminism is about?
2 months, baby ye.
What fucking kind of take is this, dude? Feminism is when you believe in the diametrically opposed things that feminism should believe, that feminism believes in. Feminists believe in.
And I think that's why actually a lot of men who are pro-choice because they don't want to have those fatherly responsibilities that they will have once the child is born.
2 years, Pog is still waiting.
You left us, man. I want to know why.
This is a struggle.
I'm mad conflicted about this because I
Oh,
strongly
we know, dude. We know, Asher.
feel like a man should not have control over what a woman does with her body. I more so have an issue with when a man doesn't actually want that baby. She wants it and then expects this man to like be the ultimate provider and child care and all this extra
She looks pissed, dude.
stuff, right? But in the case of if the man wanted it, the baby, and the woman didn't want it, he has no say so. I think that's a fucked up dynamic. So that's why I was going back and forth.
Well, you should have stayed then. It sounds like you're for men having more rights.
I just can't force a woman to be like, no, you have to do this, because I think it's fucked up. It's her body.
But it's also a child's life in there. It's not just her body, it's a child's
And
life in
it's
there.
also
But
your
still.
son or daughter. I think truly, in my eyes, it's like it's my body. I get to do what I want with it, and I don't think anyone, including the other person who's involved, should have a say whether I want to keep it or whether I want to get an abortion.
My name is Asher, currently reside in Las Vegas, and I'm for pro-abortion. I used to be against abortion until an unwanted pregnancy happened to me. If you know for a fact that you're not even gonna be the best parent for that child, or you can't provide for that child, or maybe you're just fearful and don't wanna pop a child out of you, or just whatever reason that you have, I feel like you shouldn't have to go through with that. You still have that choice over your life, your body.
If the guy has no say, then he shouldn't be responsible for supporting the kid. I mean, that's kind of a fucking dickhead move, dude. And I feel like a lot of people do that already, but I don't know what the proper response to that is. You know what I mean? I really don't know what the proper response to that is. I have to think about it more. I feel like you're kind of a dick if you are, you know, if you impregnated someone, you don't want to have the child, but she does, and then you're like, You know, and then you're like, nah, fuck it, I'm out. Like, okay, well, what? Now it's gonna be a life, you know, and you're just not gonna take care of that life. Like, you can, right? But you're kind of a dick. Men can't stop abortions and can't dip. Otherwise, women don't have equality in society. I feel like you're saying that sarcastically. Don't want to be a dad. Don't nut, my lad. What the fuck? Depends on how long they've been together also. Like if it's a one night stand, then say peace and love and all that, but a man can run. Yeah, I mean, that's like, if there was more robust social welfare systems, men wouldn't need to pay child support in a situation like that, I guess. It's just that, like, dude, social safety nets do not create two-parent households, though. Like, and there is at least evidence, at least empirical evidence, that two-parent households are they yield better results as far as like child development goes. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter
I wish we could transfer
if they're
babies
gay
between
or
people
straight
not
or whatever the
working
fuck. Like,
We'd
none of
kill
that
these
matters, but it
pro-life
is more
people's
beneficial for the
arguments
development of a
because they
child to
wouldn't
have
want the
two
baby either.
parents. Obviously, part of that is financial, I think. A big part of that is still financial because two parents means more disposable income. Two parents also means like one parent could technically, take off work to take care of the child. But even then, I think there is still utility to having two parents, regardless of whether or not your financial situation is completely fine. Do you mean only two parents or at least two parents? I mean, at least, I guess. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know how many studies have been conducted on the fucking polycule family structure, okay? Most of the time, though, when there's more than two parents, it doesn't mean like woke fucking furry, gender queer polycule. It just means Mormon, okay? Or it means like literally fucking sister wives. So not as woke as you think it is. If there were studies to be conducted on that matter, I'm certain that it wouldn't actually yield results that you think are that you would want to see. Okay? Unless you're talking about generational homes, in which case, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fucking studies are on that. Shadow saying the man should be more careful if he didn't want a child. They're literally using anti-abortion talking points. Yeah, I don't disagree with that either. That's why I said men should get at least 25% say, dude. You know what I mean? Like, the guy has all the power in the world to avoid a pregnancy anyway, so dude, that is straight up what fucking, you're just flipping the anti-abortion rhetoric but onto the guy. I hope you realize that when you say that. Because like accidents still happen, you know?
I have had an abortion.
7 months, let's go.
Hey, yo, if you don't want a kid, get a vasectomy. It's reversible, painless, easy, and it won't impact their health. It's a far better version of birth control than the medication some take because it messes up their hormones. I mean, birth control is also not 100%. Please confirm that you think single parents are based too, so you don't get canceled. No, what I'm referencing is just that single parent households are worse off for a child's development. That doesn't mean that they're bad. And there's a multitude of different factors that play into that data becoming a reality. But first and foremost, the financial predicaments and time that you have. So social safety nets could eliminate a lot of that burden. But even then, it's like,
even abstinence doesn't work. Just ask Jesus' parents.
also, women can only birth one child every 9 months, while men can have 10 children in 9 months.
A few months ago, I found out that I was pregnant. When I imagined myself finding out I was pregnant for the first time, I wanted it to be celebrated. And in that moment, I felt such severe anxiety. And having that, I felt like the entire time I was just in a lot.
Bro, this dude is like, what's going on? He just like keeps coming in and out. Asher, you gotta pick a side, brother. You can't just be stepping in and out of this, dude. Okay, you look wishy-washy.
A lot of emotional pain, grieving. I was debating about myself, about
I know he's had an abortion. Why didn't he just step up originally?
how I would be looked at or how I would view myself after getting the procedure done.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. So I'm gonna be real careful with my words. Clearly, as a man, I can't have an abortion. But my girlfriend, we've had 2 abortions. She didn't really want to have a baby. I didn't really want to have a baby. And I know for me, I don't want to be seen as that deadbeat father person, but I knew I wasn't really trying to sacrifice my own dreams or what I was trying to accomplish to be a dad at that point.
I think that's definitely like one of the biggest things to consider because I wasn't in any kind of position to be a mother, you know? So it's like, I want to get my shit together before I can have a baby and give it a life that it deserves. When I found out I was pregnant, the person that I was with at the time, they were like, I will support you in every way, but I will not be able to be there for you if you decide to keep it. And that definitely influenced my choice. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make.
Look at the duality of this chat. I like her outfit. This girl look wild. Always. The duality of chat.
I like to think I'm a pretty generous, like loving person, and the names that I've been called for even getting one, I've gotten evil, psychotic, demented.
My name is Christine. I'm from Denver, and I am on the anti-abortion side. So when I was 20 years old, I was a college student, and I found myself in an unplanned pregnancy, and I was pressured to abort very heavily, not only by my child's father, but by those around me. And I heard my son's heartbeat, and there was no debate. It was a life. His life was not mine to take. This is part of why I am very pro-life, because I know many women are pressured to abort when they don't want to.
I'm an abortion survivor. That's true. When my mother was carrying me, they went to their fucking local doctor in England because my dad was getting his PhD in the London School of Economics. And I guess like every fucking neighborhood has like their own doctor or something. He's like this old ass doctor. And the doctor was like, yes, he's not going to fucking make it. This baby will fucking not survive the birth. I suggest an abortion. Yeah. And they were like, nah, he'll make it. My mom had 3 abortions before me, and I'm like, why did you stop, lol? Damn, this heavy news. Who gives a fuck, dude? If I was aborted, I wouldn't be here. You know? I don't give a fuck. Are you the middle child? No. It's called a GP. A GP, a general practitioner. That's right. That's what the fucking neighborhood. That's what the neighborhood doctor said. The doctor saw your pea-sized head and thought you had a genetic disease. Why did he say that? Were you too fat as a baby? Wait, what? No, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what my situation was, but it was like, is this why you're bravophobic? That's wrong. That's why I'm fucking bravophobic, bruv. Yes, bruv. This baby will have a tiny head when he grows up. Do you really want it to go through its life with such a debilitating deformity? Bro, microcephaly is a fucking real thing. Like, it's crazy, okay? I've looked it up. Not gonna lie, you do have weak fetus vibes. Dude, I was really sick as a child too. Like, hella sick. Crazy sick when I was growing up. Like, when I was a baby until I was like 10. And then after that, I mean, Allah Quran. But goddamn, dude, I'm a fucking ox now. Weak fetus vibes is the funniest fucking take, dude. Goddamn, Chatter's not sparing you at all. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, dude, they're chatting. They're just chatting it up. You know, don't take it seriously.
Can they disagree or step forward?
10 months, pog.
Your story is absolutely powerful, and your story as well. I think something we probably all can agree on is abortion usually is a symptom of a bigger problem, whether it's finances, whether it's stability of housing, whether it's relationship issues. My perspective is that we address those issues instead of ending the life of a child.
I disagree. I don't think that abortion is a symptom. People should be able to access abortion when, how, wherever they want or need. I don't think that it's a problem to be fixed. I think that is still stigmatizing.
But I think the biggest thing is that there are birth control methods out there, and abortion should not be a birth control method. I think that's very critical. And to hear that, you know, you weren't celebrated. I think life should be celebrated with everybody.
I'd like to call attention to that point too, just the fact of using abortion as birth control. I thank you for everyone sharing their stories so far. I didn't step forward, I haven't had an abortion myself, but I am a survivor of rape. I was on birth control at the time, and I still made the decision with my medical team that birth control is not 100% effective, and I wanted access to emergency contraceptive to take on top of that. And had that pregnancy or any of those methods failed, I would have chosen to have an abortion, and I'm very grateful that I had access to those resources, and I'm so mindful that there's so many women who don't.
Well, I think it gets down to the heart of the issue here. You know, what is the unborn, which scientifically the embryo is from.
Listen, if you're a pro-lifer,
gone by so quickly.
but then you're also anti-abortion, like you think the government should restrict abortions, then, you know, shut the fuck up. If you're a pro-lifer and you're like, oh, I believe, like, you know, all of that, every fertilized egg is actually a life, but, like, I don't think the government should fucking touch it, then okay, cool, all right. Like, we have a disagreement there, but, you know, at least you're, like, reasonable, okay? It's just like, it's just so dumb when people are just like, I think other women should be forced to carry pregnancies to term is just an insane take. Like, I don't know.
A living whole organism with distinct DNA. As a Christian, I come from a worldview that says that every human being has dignity and worth.
Not to disrespect any religion in general, but
Hey, like, RIP to your sexual assault story, but like, you know, you should still carry that hypothetical rape child to, you know, to term. Sick. Okay. Good take. At least she's honest though, because a lot of anti-abortion, you know, a lot of anti-abortion psychos won't be honest. Like, because if all fetuses, if all fertilized eggs are technically life, and no one believes that. Okay, absolutely zero people believe that. But if they are technically life, then yeah, rape babies need to also be carried to term because that's life. A child of incestual sexual assault, like, is still a life. That is still a baby.
When people tell you what you got to do.
But you never fucking hear that from, you know, a lot of the anti-abortion psychos because they understand that, like, oh, maybe that's a little too far. Unless you're in Alabama. Unless you're in the Alabama state legislature, in which case they're like, yeet, yeet, brother. Those psychos will tell you to drop them up for adoption.
In my eyes, that's just pushing a belief onto someone
Can you get
rather
yourself
than
a pair of
actually
all
stating
black
a
berries?
real,
It's the next
real
fashion thing
concrete
coming up.
fact.
So scientifically, I'm pro-life because of science, not because of religion. But
What does that mean? Scientifically, I'm pro-life because of science, not because of religion. I don't understand why people say shit like that. First of all, you're not scientifically pro-life. You're just philosophically, maybe, okay? But not scientifically. What the fuck kind of take is that? You can't just say I'm scientifically pro-life. You can just put scientifically in front of a philosophical at most. Choose your words carefully. Why? Bro, she literally has a cross on her fucking chest, okay? There is no scientific explanation for that at that point, okay?
But scientifically, I believe that life does start at conception. I don't think it makes sense to put life beginning at any other place
Scientifically, life begins at conception. No, you don't believe that. That's fucking bullshit.
during pregnancy. Doing so usually ends up saying that a already born person isn't alive, such as consciousness, heartbeat, etc. There are many pro-life people here.
What the fuck does that mean? Scientifically, life begins at conception? That's not scientific at all. Scientifically, I believe life begins at conception.
Ends up saying that a already born person isn't alive, such as consciousness, heartbeat, etc. There are many pro-life people here from the science perspective.
Scientifically, consciousness is happening. Okay. If it's alive, can it make itself a sandwich, dude? Huh? Does it have viability outside of the fetus scientifically? Why can't the fucking first trimester fucking fetus is like the size of a goddamn pinky that could get owned by literally a single pill and just dissolve into a heavy flow period? What's up with that little fucking little nugget right there? Why can't that fucking thing like live outside of the womb and scientifically have consciousness then? If it's, you know, reaching consciousness at conception.
As a former fetus, I support abortion. Most of us aren't
Literally
really sure
this
why we are
size,
alive,
dude.
to be
You're gonna
honest.
tell me something like that's this big, okay, has like consciousness, can't even make a sandwich, dude. You can't grow a beard. Get the fuck out of here. You're nothing. You can't tell a fun story. You got no experiences. You have nothing that comprises you as a human being, okay? You're not a human being. Hassan's definition of life: can make itself a sandwich. Yes. Yes, I am pro postpartum abortions, okay? Late term abortions should cover up to fucking 4 to 5 years, depending on sandwich makeability. I'm just kidding. Don't take me seriously right now. I'm just trying to lighten the mood here.
Who are not led by religious motives at all or partially. I am Ayala. I am 18 years old. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am anti-abortion. One misconception that I deal with pretty frequently is that we're all Christian, white, old men.
Oh, she doesn't even... Oh, never mind. She's Jewish. I thought she had a fucking star. I thought she had a cross on her chest. I was not expecting her to be Jewish. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like very stereotypically Christian of her. Maybe like the latest episode of Curb. Maybe she's a Jew for Jesus.
And as a Jewish woman, younger, I really want more voices like mine to be seen in the anti-abortion movement because I think we have new perspectives that would help kind of bridge.
Yeah, bro, this new perspective, no one has heard before. It's called being scientifically anti-abortion.
7 months.
Damn, dude, no. Thanks for your new perspective on telling women that they have to carry pregnancies to term, even if they don't want to. I love the new perspective of being anti-abortion, dude. It's very new.
3 months, let's go.
All you did was slap scientifically in front of what all these zealots say. What's new about that? You just only said scientifically. That's what you did. You slapped it with the scientifically in front of the fucking same exact thing that psychotic Christian zealots say. What a fresh viewpoint, dude. Never heard that one before.
The gap and have us find a little bit of middle ground between our two.
Yeah, at least I had a genuinely new perspective, okay? Being pro late-term abortion, postpartum abortion is a fresh perspective, okay? I'm honest. That's fresh. Nobody's ever heard that before. Viability outside of the womb is insignificant now, okay? It's called sandwich making ability.
My perspective is exactly the same as every other Christian in the movement, but don't worry, I have a new perspective.
Keep this up and scientifically you're going straight to hell. Oh, yeah.
Opposing sides.
Abortion is murder.
I think it is murder.
30 to 50% of fertilized eggs fail to attach to the uterine wall and are released like any other period. If life begins at conception, then roughly 1/3 of babies get thrown in the trash with a tampon/pad.
Abortions.
Yeah. And also, every single fucking miscarriage is actually murder due to negligence, okay? Even if you don't know why it happened and should be criminally prosecuted. The reality is, it's incredibly difficult.
Hasanabi, she's not even a
It's
Christian
incredibly
either.
difficult,
It's a
no
Star
matter
David
which way
role.
you look at it, to like legislate this, okay? And it's also incredibly damaging, which is precisely why it's a lot better if you give women the access and education to be able to make their own educated choices in this matter,
With my dad's
and
money. Also, guess what? My dad
be
is a
comfortable with it.
Trump-supporting hogcack.
Women have gone to jail for miscarriages in the United States of America. This is true. This has happened. That would also make jerking off murder. Shit makes no sense. No,
If
it
an
doesn't,
embryo
because
was
you can't
discovered on
fucking
Mars,
fertilize an
would it be
egg on
called
your
life
own when you
scientifically?
bust a nut. Just found out your old breakdown video literally yesterday about the girl who went to jail for getting shot while pregnant. Oh yeah.
Scientific cream pie.
I think for the abortionist more so than the woman. I think a lot of women don't necessarily know exactly how an abortion procedure is formed.
Wow, that's so shocking that the anti-abortion woman is infantilizing women. That's weird. Women don't know any better. It's actually the abortionist. Yeah, you mean a fucking doctor? You psycho? What do you mean an abortionist? She's making it sound like it's like a 13th century executioner wearing one of those like weird fucking masks. You know what I mean? He's like, hello, welcome. I'm the abortionist. Like, yeah, they have a guillotine that they fucking move right up to your pussy and just cut the head off, dude. That's how the abortionist works. Yeah, wearing that plague doctor mask. It's a class.
I've had a girl even tell me that at 20 weeks a baby is just a clump of cells, and that's just not true.
I do believe now there might be cases where some women might be unaware of what's going on in an abortion. But by and large, I think, especially with the advent of the internet and so much education out there, many of them do know that there's a life inside of them, and they want to end that life, whether they call it murder or not.
Hard disagree. Absolutely disagree.
Okay.
I've definitely met a
single
lot
and
of
looking
teenage
for a
girls
beefed up
who grew up in our
software dev.
generation who believe that abortion is normal, a fetus is a clump of cells, and there is no human life in the womb. They don't tell.
Okay, but that's true. Like, why are you mad? I thought scientifically you knew. The difference between a parasite
so.
and a fucking baby is the consent of the carrier, okay? That's it. Otherwise, it's literally a parasitic force. Literally a parasite. I'm sorry, it's just the truth, okay? It's literally something that's
Every
like
unfertilized egg that does
basically
not get
sucking up
fertilized
life
is
force
murder
from
of
you.
that pre-human being.
Wait, what the fuck just happened? Hold up. Oh. Oh. I was like, what the fuck? What? Scared the shit out of me, bro. I didn't show. I heard the fuck. Well, no.
My girlfriend handed me her phone and said it was
No.
her fetus. Man, this isn't a fetus, this is a cell phone.
No
Throw it
way,
on the
dude.
ground. Your fetus is
Guys,
not a phone. Done.
Murat got me a
Feed us the
gift. Murat, come
fetus.
show the gift. That's insane. Okay. Come show the
I'm
gift.
interested in everyone's thoughts about
Why?
this case. She's a neighbor of mine and it's on topic.
What do you mean? What am I going to do with it? Bro, you did not. I can't believe you did. Wait, you got it from Home Depot, right?
Yeah, they got a stack of them.
So, a couple days ago, Murat sends me a fucking text message. And he's like, check the tag. How did they sell this, Murat?
Animated, 6-foot animated Santa, in parentheses, ethnic.
He's like, bro, look at this. Look at the way they're selling this Santa. In parentheses, ethnic. So we went and got it. It's 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to put this up. This is sick. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Thank you.
19 months with you in chat. I love
And
you
also,
guys
when you
so
said,
much.
what are you going to do
Thanks for
January
helping me
1st?
to get
I'm going to
through some
fucking
of the
storm
worst
the
parts of
Capitol
life.
with the Santa. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, me and Santa. Me and Santa are going to storm the
They want
Capitol.
you to put it where Obama and Queen were.
Yeah, of course. That's where you got to put it. I love that. I love that they said 6-foot animatronic Santa, ethnic. Joe Biden's America. We're waging a war on Christmas here, folks. That's right. We're waging a goddamn war on Christmas here. Santa's. What do you mean, ethnic Santa? Ethnic Santa can't hurt you, chat. It's like Turkish SpongeBob. Anyway. Scientifically, it's an ethnic Santa. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna put the noise gate back up because it's gonna be loud in here.
Saying IU Pro bought on top of the hour 60 seconds ad break for subscribing using a Twitch Prime or redacted.
My 7th grade teacher asked me if there was a black Santa. What do you mean? Yes, there is, and he's in my house right now, being built. Why is it that only non-white people count as ethnic? Well, if you ask Austin, Italians are ethnic too. They're just ethnic
Was it
whites.
in triple parentheses?
Let's keep going.
Tell you when you go in for an abortion consultation. This is a child and this is a human life, and that's what's going to be happening. I have a hard time believing that if most women knew they were killing a child, they would do that. I don't think women in America are that malevolent.
I wonder why they are selling it as ethnic, because they
Please
thought
don't
like
call ice on
saying
ethnic
that the
Santa.
Santa is black would be too scary. Or I wonder if they wanted to just like reach out to as broad an audience as possible. Like, yeah, you know, all the brown folk, they'll want the ethnic Santa. You know, all the black and brown folk. There's a gay Santa on Norway. Most women are stupid and don't understand what's happening. What the fuck kind of take is this? A fucking quad W one, baby. That's what. Yeah. I cannot believe it's 6 foot. It's awesome. They took Christ out of Christmas and turned it gay. Wait, what? Like, what does this take? Like, gay people can't celebrate Christmas? What the fuck? Okay, dude, that's creepy as fuck. Oh, God, that's so weird. Dude, look at this. Ah! Bro, you beheaded black ethnic Santa. What if the baby you aborted became ethnic Santa? Are you still pro-choice? Yes. Where's the Italian Santa? This is the Italian Santa. What the fuck do you mean? Kind of problematic.
That Santa is African at best.
It's not even a replacement of the normal Nutcracker. It's just a replacement choice. Yeah, I mean, look. Part of me is like...
Month 2 of being ignored.
Part of me is like, this is ridiculous and weirdly homophobic. But then the other part of me is like, I fucking despise like the targeted pride shit. I hate it so much. It's so gaudy. It's just like so transparently fucking pandering. You know what I mean? It just sucks. It literally sucks. Like it doesn't even have drip, you know? Which is the biggest offense. But it works. Does it? I don't even think so. Does it fucking work? Like, what? The gays will buy, you know, one pride flag oriented shirt a year and then toss it out. What do you mean? No. I don't have a single gay friend that's like, I love, even Austin, who is like the most lib gay of all time, as you guys all know, is not like, I fucking love pride shirts. All gay people are cool, so it has drip, scientifically speaking. No, that's what the biggest offense is that, like, yes, I agree, scientifically speaking, all gay people are cool and have drip. So this is like anti-drip, and it frustrates me. It's anti-science. You're 100% right, but it's nice to be pandered to, especially when it makes fundies mad. Yeah, that's the only good thing about the pride merch, is that it pisses off Republicans, so they just start foaming out of their mouths when they see it. That's literally the only thing that is good about it. Because otherwise it's like, I mean, I'm sorry. It's just like the color scheme, it just like doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's not good. Rainbow pandering is meant for the parents of the gays, not us ourselves. Why doesn't the gay Nutcracker have a sword? Yeah, that's true. What are they trying to say here? Gay Nutcracker designed by straight man.
One more month Pepela.
There's a white Nutcracker and a gay brown trans Nutcracker. I think a drag Nutcracker would actually be pretty cool. See, I agree with that. I do think that if it was in drag, if it was like a drag queen Nutcracker, that'd be sick. LML for the aunt who gets you shit with rainbows because they know nothing else about you. Well, at least the aunt is like trying to say like she's with it. You know what I mean? She's with the shits. So that's fucking nice of her. All right, let's get back to the abortion.
It's very irresponsible and very hurtful to say, oh, this woman's a murderer because she had an abortion.
At least my personal experience, the people who worked there were very understanding. They let me know there is a child that could come out of you in 9 months. Are you sure you want to do this? And I knew there was a child in my body. I knew I could have a child in 9 months, and I knew that that child can grow old and be their own person. But I made that choice because I am allowed to have that choice. And especially you. You are a white man, and you are not allowed to say what I can do with my body, nor any of these other women who are able to carry a child.
I think that's so dangerous. I think that's so dangerous to say that you can't say because of your sexuality, who you are as a male or female, or how you believe as a religion, you can't define what's right and wrong. I think that's misguided, and we shouldn't take that into policy.
I think what she's saying is that whatever your morality is, I think that, you know, folks are entitled, that we have freedom of religion, we have freedom from religion. Whatever your moral value is, the issue is trying to turn that into legislation and putting it on someone else.
We legislate what's right and wrong all the time.
I'm thinking even medically, you know, like for Indigenous women, they're 2 times as likely to.
Wait, hold up, chat. Hold up, chat. Does it move? There's hour?
Less than 3.
Hold up. How did he set it up so fast? Dude, he's a literal fucking... He's a genius, dude. Obviously. What a silly question that was. An incredibly silly question.
13 months with the best chat ever.
Hold on.
Himbo hassle.
Would let ethnic Santa hit, not gonna lie. Dude, you guys are fucking freaks. I swear to God. Here.
Fog.
What is that? Oh, are you trying to figure out how to do it? How to do the assembly? Okay, we're gonna get back to it in a second, guys. We're gonna get back to the abortion debate in one moment. Yeah, you gotta fix his glasses, dude.
7 months, I think. You, animatronic Santa, and chat on January 6th, 2021.
Meanwhile, Azan can't even figure out a 6-piece puzzle. Okay, shut the fuck up, dude. I bet you're right, but also fuck you. Okay? How about that? Santa, where's my puppy you wrote about, you old fuck?
My dad told me I was
Hassan, when can we go get your bro some drip? Gotta get him out of those unmatching basketball shorts. Wait, I think those are my shorts.
But it just confirmed his lifelong resentment for me. Embarrassed smiley face. Embarrassed smiley face. Embarrassed smiley face. At Hasanabi.
So what does he do, Murat? Wait, how much was this?
It was $170.
It's actually quite cheap for 6 feet tall Santa.
I can't figure out how to turn it on.
Wait, really? Dude, that's weird, bro. This shit is weird, dude.
He's just looking over your shoulder at all times.
Okay, hold on. I thought it'd be more expensive. It's like 6 feet tall. I mean, look at this. This shit's fucking huge. Wait, it doesn't say how to turn it on?
Hold on.
Wait, let me unzip him. It's probably back here.
It is back there, but...
Ooh, sexy. Wait, yeah, it's right here.
So you're gonna break him in with a little smooth or what?
It's not working. There's probably something unplugged in here, in the guts.
Show this Santasi.
No, the switch is right here.
Yeah, I saw. But it didn't work. Oh!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Welcome! I'm so happy
What do you
to
mean
see
your
you.
shorts? Aren't you a socialist?
Have you been good this year? Remember, I've been making my list and checking it twice. I'm going to find out.
He does sound white.
Nice.
Get in here.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
What are you planning to do with that doll Hassan?
Oh, it looks like I'm already here. Please come in and add to the joyous festivities.
I think there's.
I've been looking forward to this time all year. There are
Santa!
so many good boys and girls this year. I will have a busy night filling all those stockings. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls.
Wait, hold on.
Again. Here those sleigh bells jingle, jangle, oh, what a beautiful sight. So jump in bed and cover your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Season's greetings, peace and joy to all of you.
It's got drip now.
Wonderful to be here and see you. I'll have to get going as soon as my reindeer are well rested. Why, they're up on the rooftop right now. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys.
Bro, I don't know what any of this is.
For the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, ho, ho! Who wouldn't go? Ho, ho, ho! Who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop.
How did you turn it off?
There's a little switch underneath it. Don't kill
I'm
ethnic Santa
having
Claus.
so much fun I don't want to go, but I've got an important job to do. Have
Where's
a
the switch?
joyous, loving, and Merry
I
Christmas!
see the volume, but where's the toggle switch?
Underneath it, it's like a spot.
Oh.
You killed ethnic Santa, dude.
That's it. He's dead. He said he doesn't want to go, but I killed him. I killed ethnic Santa. I killed Italian Santa, chat. Okay, we gotta switch. We gotta put him over here. Come on.
He kind of looks like.
Pull down his pants so we
What?
can see that scent. Was he
Kind of
sussing?
stands like Donald Trump. Like his body weight's like tilted forward.
Wait, why do his feet like move?
Don't kill Santa Sag.
It's weird. Wait, let me fix this. What the?
Merry Christmas!
Wait, I turned it off!
I'm so happy to see you.
I thought I turned it off!
This year, remember, I've been making my list and checking it twice.
What the fuck?
I'm going to find out who's naughty and nice.
Bro, that is creepy as fuck, dude. I literally fucking turned it off, I thought, and Miran's like, oh, it's just the motion sensor.
Santa's a young socialist.
Okay. That's sick. That's
Damn, they already gentrified ethnic Santa.
So creeped out by him.
What? Yeah, it's creepy as fuck. Gonna wake up with it at the foot of your bed 100%? Dude, I'll die. I'll just fucking literally die. Put the Ushanka on him? No, but then you can't tell it's Santa. I mean, I guess... You fool, you have given Hostanox a physical body to possess?
Much love XQCL.
I feel like it's looking at me, dude.
I like that you block the Queen and only Obama and Black Santa. Or, sorry, Nick Santa.
Yeah, he's not Black Santa, he's Italian Santa. Get it right. Can you take off? Oh, you can't take off the hat,
Santa.
chat. Like, a lot of the stuff that he has on, you can't really take off. It's like plastered on him. Fuck. Hold on. I guess I could give him... You can't give him the Ushanka, but... Wait.
The ethnic Santa stays on during sex season whether you like it or not, Pogo. At Hassan, thanks for a wonderful 13 months. Still waiting on the brain rot.
You can't really tell, though. It blocks off too much.
19 months poggies.
It blocks
looks
off
good
too
today.
much. The flag. I could give him this, though.
Yesify Santa, ethnic.
What is that? Oh, you want to put it there? Can't really tell.
What?
Wait, how did you take this off? Was it like this? Oh, it was like that. It's the war on Christmas, baby. That's right, I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the war on Christmas. What if I just whacked him right now? Cut his head off. What would you do then? Nothing. Because you can't do anything. You're powerless against the war on Christmas.
You should make him read out the TTS donations.
Wait, how did I put this before? I do not remember.
Nice real doll.
That's a hate crime? Wait, what? Put a Minecraft pickaxe on him. He looks like Karl Marx. Dude, this is sick. Nightmare fuel? What do you mean, dude?
Bing bong 11 months.
The speech Hostanox will give when he possesses ethnic Santa later this month. When I was a little kid, we had this singing tree and I loved it, but every child that came over would get
11
PTSD.
months. Hi chat, I don't talk much, but thank you, hassle.
Okay, that's fucking creepy, dude. I can program it to work with Alexa or TTS donations. I do with that with a
Santa Claus
fish.
bring you the top of the hour's ads.
Wait, really?
Hey Alexa, I want you to fucking fart for me.
I think you just whispered to me. From now on, when you whisper,
Shout out to my girlfriend who's watching this hassle.
Bitch.
turn off whispering.
Oh my god, Alexa.
I'd rather.
Fart for me.
Okay, here's Big Fart.
fart. Oh, shit. Oh. That was a deep one.
Hi, Hasan.
Bro, no thanks, dude. Like, at first I was like, POV, you caught someone going for the
You shouldn't have the
Santussi.
axe in his belt.
Of course, one of my fucking chatters made that. Of course. Of course. Nothing else would make sense. Of course, someone in this community made that.
New real dolls had always tried man as
I'm
an
disgusted by you guys, but also very proud at the same time. It's really weird. Okay? Most normal. Man, I just opened the app in front of my family.
Monko, stop looking at me, Santa.
I said this like 7 times already, but he's historically accurate Turkish Santa. Bro, there's like not a person in Turkey that is that skin complexion. I mean, there is, but I guess jank.
I swear to God, Hasan Santa just blinked.
Celebrities out there becoming Democrat part 2? What the fuck is this? Okay. Let's finish the abortion video, please, and then we'll get to the other stuff.
To die from pregnancy-related complications. Who's responsible for that murder if she's forced to carry that baby?
Well, I would be all for working on legislation altogether where, you know, if the woman's been taken advantage of, or if they've incest situations, or if her life's at risk, we can keep those options on the table.
So all of a sudden, because she could potentially die, we'll make legislation where she can't abort that baby, and all of a sudden you're pro-abortion?
No, I'm not pro-abortion. I personally would not like her to choose that option. I think science has come. No. I think science has come a long way with that. That's vastly not the case anymore within our medical community, and we need to continue to increase funding for those mechanisms to provide more research on how to keep the woman alive in those situations.
What is the end goal here, that abortion be illegal?
By the way, Asher is correct, and that is precisely how you roll a motherfucker. It rolled. Omega lol. Roll Omega lol.
And it be criminalized and removed as a resource forever from this country? Is that the
illegal and unthinkable?
Illegal and unthinkable. So it is culturally
For women, we want women to have resources, first of all, to where they don't need an abortion, and then abortion for the abortionist is criminalized. So an abortionist could go to
Bro, you say abortion is like you've already drank from the Kool-Aid. I don't even know if you're salvageable at that point, dude. Why are they making it sound like this dude is not a doctor but an executioner? I mean, I guess that's the whole point, right? But also, like the abortionist. Legally, the abortionist should be criminally responsible and liable for the criminal act of an abortion.
You are Jean.
Abortionist.
jail for performing it. Women should not be criminalized because at the end of the day, women are victims of abortion as well.
Women are victims of abortion. Do any of these people have adopted kids? I don't know.
Stop victim blaming Hasan for weird.
By the way, that is like the big fuck up from Donald Trump originally when he was running in the primaries, when he said, yes, women should also suffer criminal consequences for getting an abortion. Women already do suffer the consequences of not being able to get an abortion. Okay, like they do criminalize that as well. Women go to jail for having miscarriages like that. But having said that, the main thing that the reason why people like to say abortionist is because they want to vilify the doctors. The evil doctors are the ones who are performing this murderous surgery. Okay? And the women themselves are also victims. Like, that's a PR strategy. That girl might be scientifically speaking about this, but like in reality, she's just repeating anti-abortion propaganda. That is a carefully crafted anti-abortion talking point. It's a strategy in an effort to make sure that you don't come across like a fucking psychotic villain. That's your assumption. Yeah, you're right, Autistic Orange. I'm not familiar with like anti-abortion activists and the talking points that they routinely spread out and what the reasons for what the background reasons are for said talking points. Come pay your respects, Hasan. What is this?
Thank you.
Wait, fuck Hasan. Wait, what is happening?
Heck.
Why are people saying fuck Hasan?
Does YouTube even have emotes?
I actually don't know. I think.
I didn't actually kill him, okay? He ain't dead. He's just gonna be on YouTube. Okay? I mean, he might as well be at that point. You know what I'm saying? Hey! But okay, all jokes aside, though. Listen. All jokes aside, Ludwig's going to be on the podcast on Fear and Malding on Wednesday, okay?
Are so right.
Has an MP hit up your DMs yet? RIP a lot.
He called me this morning 12 times and sent me a few pictures. You're such a good friend. Honestly. Such a good friend.
What's up with the fucking music? It's like weirding me out. Will Ethnic Santa be on the podcast? You going on the yard? No, fuck no, dude. I'm just kidding. I would go on the yard. He's never asked me to. He said he left because of you? Wait, what the fuck? Any grown man with a doll of that size in his home must be having sexual interactions with it. It's giving sex doll. It's definitely not. Try to pause and unpause to fix the music.
To Minx. Minx is accepting them.
Anyway, this is Ludwig's eulogy. Okay, let's get back to the fucking abortion video. Holy fuck, I need to finish this. It's so
My name is
cancer.
Sebastian King, and I am anti-abortion side. My mom had an unplanned pregnancy because she was taken advantage of from the time she was 12 to 15, and she was in and out of state custody, and a judge even encouraged her to have an abortion and told my mom that she won't amount to anything in life if she goes through with this pregnancy. Because she chose life. That's the only reason I'm here today, and that's my mission, is to ensure that all life is protected.
Abortion should be accessible to rape and incest survivors.
If you're pregnant from your brother or your cousin or your father, especially if it wasn't consensual, or even if it was, you should still have that option to...
Wait, why? Is someone saying I'm leaving Twitch? Why the fuck is Susu DMing me asking me if I'm leaving Twitch, dude? I'm not leaving Twitch, motherfuckers. What is this? I saw the Peacock give me... Oh my god, I'm gonna fight Austin Ox, dude. Are you serious? What the fuck is Peacock Game? It's not even a real thing. I can't finish this video. Oh, this is why? So proud to be the first to announce that it's not. Come on, dude. People think this is real, brother. You can't be doing that. What a fucking
R.I.P.
Weasley
the
little
big
liar,
Sarge.
dude. Well, Austin Ox got Susu with the bait. So, looking like a Joanna's brother in that picture. A Joanna's brother?
My
Like a
dog says
Hawaiian
hi.
Jonah's brother? Is that what you're saying? Okay, let's finish this video, please.
Abort the baby, and especially if you've been raped. There are some people who have that thought like, oh my God, like what if when I look at my child, I relive that trauma.
That's a reminder.
And not saying that's how all rape victims view it, but it's just like some women have that fear.
Okay, so I was raped for 4 years of my life, violently, more times than I can count. And I did get pregnant when I was 15. My rapist threatened me with abortion multiple times. Used that as a tool to keep me in his power. If he had the power to terminate evidence, he had power against me. I did end up losing her, but I wanted her very badly. I named her Rahel, which is Rachel in English. And I think it's very important to humanize people who are conceived in rape because they're walking around right now.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them, and I think it's very insulting to place that on a human being. I think that humans, no matter how they are conceived, are human beings, and they deserve to be respected, and their lives deserve to be respected.
And I agree because that's me. I agree 100%. And my mom has always told me she doesn't view me as even on my birth certificate, he's not my father.
Also, I want to tap on what you said, though, because you said you really wanted to keep your daughter. And although you don't, see it as the rape baby and stuff, other people who also go through that traumatic experience may actually see it like that, right?
I don't understand. She's like, what is she trying to say? She's like, yeah, I got fucking traumatized by a horrifying experience. So like now everybody else has to not everybody else has to carry pregnancies to term. Like, what the fuck? What is that argument? I don't understand. It's like you all got traumatized at the top of the hour, so I moved the ad break to 6:30. You know what I mean? Because you expected it at 6 p.m. and now I'm running it at 6:30 instead. Not because I forgot, but because I'm doing it on purpose right now. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5. You can do that for free. That's right. Not a single one of you knew it was coming, okay? And now you do. And it's okay. You can avoid those ads. You can have an ad-free broadcasting experience. All you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime, okay? Now that Ludwig's off the market, you know where to use your Twitch Primes, boys. And that's right. Boys! Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Using that as a transition is against the Geneva Convention. Yep. Abort this ad break with a Twitch Prime or with XQC for gifting 10 gifties and allowing 10 people to abort the ad break.
You wanted that, but there's other people that had their a choice taken away from them. They shouldn't be shamed at going through this, and even having to live through that experience of the rape baby.
Here's the thing. When you get an abortion as a reaction to rape, you are continuing the cycle of violence. So you were raped, that was a violent experience that happened to you, that wasn't your fault, you're hurt, you've been victimized. Why is it fair to further victimize someone else because you are hurt?
But you're seeing it as a someone though, man. I'm putting myself in a woman's shoes or a human being's shoes, right? You take my choice away, you rape me, and for all you know, I might be a struggling human being, right? Making $8 an hour or something like that. Crazy bills. I might be living in my car. I might be sleeping under the dumpster behind McDonald's. But now because of your opinion, right, and my traumatic experience, I get shamed because I don't want to bring this life into the world, bro. Oh, but you should give birth and then put it in foster care if you don't want it, bro.
I want to touch on that too, just for a second. Like for trauma, I think absolutely what I am passionate about is giving people the choice. And for you, you thought a lot about your choice and you wanted that pregnancy. And I'm really sorry that you lost that child. And I also thought a lot about for myself when I went through that experience, what choice would be best for me. And for me, that was not carrying the child. And I think trauma is such an interesting thing. For me, not having control over a child growing inside of me and changing my fate of my life, you know, that would be more traumatic than the initial experience. We don't know how people are going to react, but I do fight and would want them to have the choice to do what's best for them. I think a strange misconception that people have about people who are pro-abortion is that we don't have respect for life or we don't care about children.
Subbing to get rid of
Bro,
the ads.
that's not even a misconception. Like, that's not a thing. Like, people who are anti-abortion have no interest in life, okay? Like, I hate that these are the terms that we even have to have a conversation over. Because historically, it's literally causing a woman, a whole ass woman, to forcibly carry a pregnancy to term is functionally stating that you do not care about their life. You do not care about their choices. You do not care about, like, you don't care about their autonomy. That's what that means. So it's the fucking anti-abortion weirdos that are anti-life. And it's not only that, but also, like, we fucking know. We know how these guys are. They literally don't give a fuck. As long as, like, once the pregnancy is out, once the pregnancy is done, you know how it is. Okay? All right, GG's, like, the baby can fucking pick itself up by its bootstraps, dude. It's like, it's fucking insane. It just sucks.
That's absolutely not true. I respect life very much. Unfortunately, I've also seen a lot of negative aspects of our systems in the US, like the foster care system. It's out of that respect that I believe people should have the right to choose an abortion.
America offers resources to help you raise a child.
There's tax benefits to having children. I think there was also, you know, in the latest round of COVID money, there was funding for women who've had children.
Yeah, and there are so many Christian charities and so many different organizations that want to help women, you know, and the resources are there.
Also, government resources. There are government resources that help you take care of children. Are there enough? That is a different question.
I was basically just agreeing with what you said, because Section 8, food stamps, free health care, school programs, and whatnot. Like, there are resources. Are there enough?
That's how my mom survived when she had me, because of government assistance. So that's the only way she made it, because of that.
I have been a
That's insane. Like, we don't even have maternity leave at the federal level. Like, we're the only country. We're literally the only country in the Western world that does not have maternity leave, like, mandated at the federal level. That's a crazy fucking take to be like, yeah, we do definitely offer resources to help. We don't have fucking health care. What the fuck? Like, the automatic predisposition of the American government is anti-life, okay? I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't care what people are saying. A government
Hasan,
that does not offer shelter unconditionally, a government that does not offer food for those who need it, a government that does not offer health care unconditionally to every single citizen on its soil is not a government that is compatible with a pro-life message, okay? Just the automatic position of the American government is we are not pro-life. We are anti-life. We don't give a fuck. You can die. You can rot. You need to be a productive worker in order to have any sort of fucking help, okay? Or you need to at least, like, be attached to a productive worker in order to have, like, a shot at getting help. It's so weird. We're also pro-death penalty, which is, again, capital punishment, also anti-life. Like, woof. Pro-lazy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're pro-lazy. What a fucking take, man. What a take. Yeah, all those lazy-ass countries in Europe I hate them lazy countries in Europe, brother.
Love you, Dad.
Pregnant teenager, and I've also been a teenager.
Yeah, it's laziness when you have to like pop a fucking baby out of your pussy just in, you know, in between your lunch break, so you have to come back to work. That's laziness, brother. What do you mean? You should pop the baby out on your lunch break and fucking get back to work.
Mother on welfare and unemployed. The number of resources that are available state to state is something that is atrocious. But what it comes down to is a lot of time and energy. The choice between, do I go to work and get the money to pay rent, or do I go and I sit in the office, or do I go to this nonprofit who's requiring me to fill out this application and come to a meeting in the daytime when I'm supposed to be working?
So you see it kind of like a job, like you're clocking in to fill in paperwork and you're receiving your check.
It is. Low resources and creating these sort of impossible hurdles and more barriers for people who are already experienced them to overcome to get the help is not a help at all.
And I feel like a completely like separate conversation is it is extremely hard to be a single mother who is also a woman or person of color and to get resources, especially Black women. They are notoriously, even in that room where they're giving birth, they aren't taken seriously.
Well, I just want to say one thing because I think it's important. So I might not look it, but I'm Native American, have my Cherokee card and everything. We have universal health care in the Indian community. And when she went to have me as a child, they told her in that universal
Technically, it could be true. Okay, I wanted to dunk on him, but listen, I want to dunk on him too. Okay, but listen, there are a lot of like super white Native American people. Okay, super white passing Native American people. That's all I'm gonna say. It ultimately depends. Like, don't discount their experiences. He might not be Elizabeth Warren type. Okay. As a Cheyenne Sioux, Cherokee barely counts. If the Cherokee people have decided that he meets the standard for joining the tribe, then that's their business, not the white folks in the chat. Yeah, I mean, not like they're fucking handing off cards, right? That means like he's culturally associated with a tribe. No. I mean, that doesn't change the reality. He's a fucking idiot. And, you know, it's fun to dunk on him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh my God. My friend is half Porch Creek Indian with his card after a blood quantum test, and he's white as fuck. Lamau, free $80K a year. As a native, please dunk on him. No. I mean, I'm going to dunk on him for everything but that is what I'm saying. Like, you know, he is like hella white. It's like me being like, I'm a brown man. Like, come on. I would not say that, right? Like, that would be ridiculous. He's blonde, dude. I mean, yeah. The fact that we give him cards isn't that kind of weird? No, it's the anyway, let's keep going.
universal healthcare system that she's not allowed to have pain medicine because that's a luxury. So she got it through government assistance. So that's a big.
Wait, hold up. Did he fucking bring up that
where they're giving birth, they aren't taken seriously.
Well, I just want to say one thing because I think it's important. So I might not look it, but I'm Native American, have my chair.
Wait, did I understand the dynamic of this conversation correctly? This is a black woman talking about the rate of black women dying while giving birth and medical racism, a well-documented thing in America and all around the world, to say, hold up. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a Native American. Okay, bitch, that's not how that works. You can't, what? Okay, him saying that to her is exactly like me saying that to her, okay? Well, you know, I'm a brown POC Muslim man of color from Turkey. That's insane, dude. You just don't. You should have pulled the fucking race card at a different point in that conversation. Not there, okay? Hasan, move. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say that. It's like freaking me out. I will literally delete that fucking Santa.
Cherokee card and everything. We have universal health.
By the way, pulling your fucking race card
I see you're a bit of
in a
APOC.
conversation
I'm a bit of
about
APOC
systemic
myself.
discrimination, like well-documented systemic discrimination being talked about from a black woman to like dunk on that black woman is the most white thing you can do. It doesn't matter if you have all the cards in the world, okay? It doesn't matter if the fucking if you're running around with a headdress, okay? You're literally the whitest person in that room. That is extremely Caucasian behavior, okay? Well, you know, actually, I'm Native American, so I understand.
Healthcare in the Indian community. And when she went to have me as a child, they told her in that universal healthcare system that she's not she's not allowed to have pain medicine because that's a luxury. So she got it through government assistance. So that's a big deal that the United States is more for than the Native American community.
That is
I'm glad we're discussing.
No, I'm not saying that's acceptable. I'm not saying that's acceptable, but I'm saying like
It exists.
it exists. That story exists.
But there are literal reservations out there that do not have water, do not have electricity, do not have internet. That is in 2021. Are those not resources to raise a child?
So let's
Why
address
is the government
that
not
instead of killing the baby.
To say that the government, the question.
Bro, he's so white. When he says Indian, I'm like, I don't know. Are you allowed to say that? Because I know that, like, you know, Native American people called themselves Indians on the reg, but like, he's so fucking white, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I shouldn't make that joke again. I already established that, like, look, maybe. It's like someone who's like a quarter black, but like super white passing, just like dropping the N-word. You know what I mean?
Saying I destroyed
Like
Jacob
super
Ball with
duper white
facts and
passing, like
logic
you would
just
never
for you,
know.
Please watch.
I'm willing to call the bluff on the ginger. I'll jump on the grenade for everyone.
Does the government provide resources? No. Does America provide resources? No. That's unacceptable.
Abortions will
isn't
continue
the
to
top of the
happen
hour.
regardless of the law.
All right, well.
That ain't never gonna change.
I think, of course, they'll continue to happen. A law doesn't mean that something is not going to happen at all anymore, just like rape, just like murder, just like anything else we've outlawed. Just because they're still going to happen doesn't make it right.
But if you criminalize doctors and abortion providers, right, that means we no longer have providers. That means abortion is no longer an option. And that by default, the way that this country, and especially my state, legislates will mean, and it has happened, we have precedent, a woman who tries to self-induce or who tries other non-medical methods to have an abortion can and has been criminalized. What is the policy that doesn't just absolutely take away the right that people have to access an abortion, regardless of what their beliefs are?
If that child is a human being deserving of the right to life, then yes, it should be criminalized just.
Why is this a question? Like, there shouldn't be a question in middle ground if it's not a matter of discussion. The answer to this question is not up for discussion. There is empirical evidence to prove that it is true. Like, the answer to this is yes. You can deliberate on it, but like, you can't change the statistics. Universally, all around the world, abortion rates do not actually go down when abortions are outlawed. You just have incredibly high rates of miscarriages and back alley abortions, okay? Because that's what happens if the carrier does not want to carry a pregnancy to term. The carrier has the capacity to, in, I guess, more brutal ways than a safe medical procedure, end the process. So when you outlaw abortions, you're not actually stopping abortions. You're just creating instances where there's unsafe abortions, literally at the same rate. And not only that, but I believe, what is it, 4 million women a year still end up harming themselves as a consequence of back alley abortions. Like, they get complications, they get medical complications as a consequence of back alley abortions every fucking year. It's insane.
Not poggers.
In the world, yes, not in the United States, obviously. Where do you get back alley abortions? At the back alley, brother.
Like murder of 2-year-olds and 5-year-olds, and adults is criminalized, right?
But that's so different, though. You got people that's 2 years old, already out the womb. They've been here for years, right? And then you got these cells.
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
When does it stop being a clump of cells?
Personally, I'm not worried about the clump of cells.
Decades of medical research has not been able to land on that answer.
And I'm trying to answer your question. As far as
do
the
you
cells,
believe that abortion should be allowed all 9 months of pregnancy?
I do feel that's a bit more extreme. So I will agree on that aspect.
But why is it more extreme?
Wait, but let's not act like women are just deciding to get abortions at during their 2nd or 3rd trimester. And the women who are doing it, it's either that they're going to die giving birth, or it's under some medical circumstances, because I doubt, even myself, I doubt that I would get to a 6-month, 7-month mark and then decide, oh, actually, I don't want to make this commitment. I feel like there's a lot of this conversation, like, when does it become wrong?
So
as if we're actually going to get an abortion at that time.
A lot of the
Proud indigenous anti-colonizer. Safe for work. Wait, oh. That's right, baby. That's right. My man's looking hella native right now, okay? Okay, this is making me question the whole, like, I'm Cherokee even more, okay?
what pro-life people would consider hostile pro-choice comments and things like that are a response to hostile pro-life people. And I think that doesn't get talked about on our side because we don't like to fight each other. But I think it's an important point because I've seen absolutely disgraceful comments made towards women who are going into clinics, who are obviously in a very traumatizing situation, and you don't know what that woman is going through, and they're shouting obscenities at her. And that's a
I have a genuine question about this argument. Saying that abortion will continue to happen regardless of law, which it does, doesn't that also mean that guns will continue to be bought and sold regardless of gun control laws? A conservative brought this up to me when I was promoting gun laws. I'm pro-gun control laws and pro-abortion, so this has always been a struggle for me to understand how to navigate those things. Yeah, ask if your conservative friend can just shoot a gun out of his pussy, okay? The moment that he's capable of fucking just making a gun and you know, creating it, in a process that he actually can control and stop the creation of the gun, then you can make a fucking similar argument. Conservatives are so psychotic, they literally think guns are the same as like a mother carrying a pregnancy to term. That's an ideological argument, but when you base your opinions on safety, that makes it easier. What do you mean? Bro, I have a racist ass libertarian friend who claims the same shit. He's like 164th. That's an ideological argument, but when you base your opinions on safety, that makes it easier. Policy should be whatever the safest for the most people. Is literally a fucking false equivalence. Like, and also, murders still happen. Should we just not even try to outlaw murder? Like, that person is unironically making an anti-law argument, okay? Rapes still happen. I guess we should just not even criminalize it. You know? A woman deciding to not carry a pregnancy to term and give herself an abortion is not as simple as manufacturing a weapon. Okay? Traumatizing, and it's really dangerous, but still the case.
And I think that we need to take responsibility as pro-life people to understand they've experienced so much hurt from our side of the community.
And I agree with that, I think, but from our side of the aisle, folks are very passionate because they believe that's a life, they believe that's a baby, and they want to do everything they can to save that child. But I agree that our rhetoric needs to be there as a resource and another option, and we can do that peacefully and respectfully as well.
I think on any side of any controversial issue, you're always going to have those extremists. Same thing on the pro-abortion side. People are always going to have feelings, and people are always going to fight on that level, right? But I think it's about coming up here and saying, like, what actually makes common sense, and how do we come up with policy that doesn't force folks to live by other people's values.
Pro-life, but fuck you after you out. You get no aid. Yeah, I mean, we know that already. Abortion rates have actually fallen since Roe v. Wade. This comes as a result of better access to contraceptive, sex ed, etc. These pro-life people should clearly be for legal abortion, but as we all know, they've never been pro-life. Yes, if you actually want to reduce the number of abortions, you have to reduce the number of unwanted pregnancies. And the only effective, safe, and proven method to reduce the number of unwanted pregnancies, or teenage pregnancies in general, is by allowing people access to contraceptives and proper sex ed. But conservatives literally don't want people to even get those things. They want to promote abstinence-only sex education, which isn't sex education, which is precisely why abstinence-only sex education states have incredibly high rates of teenage pregnancy. Conservatives want to fucking create a system where, like, more people are getting abortions and then make the process of getting an abortion as hard as possible.